Okay, Dr. Mindy here, and I am super excited. We are trying a new platform called Be Live so that I could bring Dr. Sonia, Dr. Caitlin and myself together to announce something really cool that we are going to test out this week. So a lot of you who have been following me know that I'm a huge fan of the fast mimicking diet. And in my resetter group, we've been really trying to recreate what Walter Longo did in his book, The Longevity Diet. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it. But he found that fast mimicking, which is a calorie and protein restriction diet, can produce stem cells, it can produce autophagy, that it is one of the best ways to prolong the health of your body. And he has come up with, I don't know if you can see this, but he has come up with a whole food program. So we decided at the Women in Wellness to test his program and see if it's worth it, the money, if it gets us into ketosis the same way that food does, and share it with all of you. So that was my very big introduction to this exciting thing we're going to do this weekend. So Dr. Sonia, Dr. Caitlin, give us, this was sort of we were at a seminar and we were like, let's try Prolon. All three of us have our doubts. And so let's share a little bit about what we're concerned about and what we're excited about and what we expect this week to be like.
Yeah, well, what excites me is if this works, I think it's a great way for people that are maybe fearful of fasting to kind of put their foot in and get results. And so the concerns that I have with it, though, are some of the ingredients, some of the glucose levels, and because we talk a lot about ketosis and how necessary it is to be keto or fat adapted before doing a fast so that you can actually get those benefits from it. So I'm curious to see what those numbers are going to look like throughout the week to see if it actually mimics when we're water fasting.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm super excited because of the convenience sake. It takes the guessing, the measuring, the everything out of it because it's already done for you. So I'm super excited about that part of it. What concerns me, or the concerns that I have, is how is this going to taste? Like, am I actually going to want to eat this for 5 days?
Or is it going to tease?
Yeah. Or is it going to make me more hungry than anything? And so those are really my big concerns with this pre-made program.
And something we talked about just a little bit earlier, and the three of us always talk about, is when to do a fast in our cycle. And right now, Dr. Caitlin and I are in that period where we shouldn't be fasting, or we feel that it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So it'll be interesting to go through this process and see if it's challenging as a water fast at this time. So I'm kind of excited to see those results too.
Yeah, and I actually have a theory that fast mimicking is the one fast you can do when you're in that window, because it's not a carbohydrate deprivation fast. It's a protein deprivation fast. So I'm kind of curious to see how you all do too. I'm actually in the part of my cycle where I should be fasting. So I know. So if I'm thriving and you're struggling, then that'll end.
Good experiment. Yeah.
That'll be a really good experiment. But I think of all the fasts, that it's because it's not a carbohydrate restriction. Will it really be something that women can do in their cycle at that time when they need to make progesterone? So this will be interesting. This will be good. Now, I will tell you something I don't like about this. And I don't know, maybe the Prolon people will hear us through this whole thing. But the packaging. So from an environmental standpoint, I don't like how much paper there is. I mean, it comes in this beautiful box, but then the plastic. So I actually want to find out if this is BPA free. I would appreciate if it was. So I'm a little dubious because of the plastic. I'm also curious. Here's a soup. So this is like a dried soup. So it comes with a little, did you guys see? Oh, it also comes with more plastic.
Yeah.
Is this BPA free? And if it's not, I'm probably not going to use it. So pretty sure I won't use it. I'll be putting it in my.
Need another water bottle. Seriously.
I know. There are so many. Yeah.
I know. So, I know, Sonia, you have a strong Instagram presence, and if you tag them, I tagged them when my box arrived, and the Prolon people shared it and said thank you. So I think I'm going to put on there like, hey, let's look at the packaging because this is a health program. Yeah. So that's my initial concern, but I also agree with you guys about the convenience. Like this is what I'm going to eat. So this is the first day: tomato soup, minestrone soup, olives. This is day one: olives, algae oil. Did you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Then we got a lot of things in here. What?
Does it tell you how to use the oil or what they want you to do?
I'm hoping there's 2 algae oils. There's a lot of supplements in here. I'll take the supplements, even though we're all pretty picky about the supplements. It's got tea, so that's kind of interesting. Spearmint and spearmint lemon tea.
Yeah.
So and then it's got these bars.
A whole week? What are you saying?
This is one day. This is one day. So then it's got these bars. So it's got, this is a lot of food, in my opinion.
The second ingredient in those bars is honey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we were kind of talking about how to spread it out during the day, too, because the way it seems you're spreading it out throughout the entire day, but we all do intermittent fasting. And I kind of think with partial fasting, you have that small window, or you're doing...
Come closer.
Okay. Or you're doing 1 meal a day. So we were kind of joking that we're going to eat everything all at once, and that's going to be a lot of food.
Well, that's one way to do it. I think his studies that he did on this diet was 1 to 7. I think was his eating window. So, but yeah, and I know some of our colleagues have said who have tried Prolon say it's a lot of food. So we'll see. Again, the cool thing is that. Our numbers will show. The ketones and the blood sugar will be interesting to see. But and our mood. Yeah.
We'll show results. Yeah.
Well, so what we're planning on doing for those of you that are watching us is we are going to be sharing into our group every day. So we're each going to be going from our personal business pages, sharing with our communities, and then we're going to share those into our group. So if you're not a part of the Women in Wellness Facebook group, there's a really cool community of women in there who we've got some great discussions. Dr. Sonia does an amazing job of sharing really inspiring quotes and stories in there. So we'd love to have you in the group. Just put in the comment section, just put Women in Wellness, and we'll send you the link to invite you in. And then at the end of the week, so we'll be showing you every day how our experience has been. Our hope is that we'll either convince you that this is the greatest thing in the world and the ease of it is going to be wonderful, or we're going to convince you that it's not, and we're going to save you a bunch of money. So at the end of the week, we will be doing a Facebook Live from that group. So to get our conclusion, you need to be in the group, in the Women, and it's Women N with an N Wellness, where we'll be showing you what we thought at the end. And we may
questions too.
We'll be on.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be honest. So yeah, whatever questions you have, please ask so that we can get a dialogue going.
Yeah. And we may not all agree. At the end, we may decide that we like it or we don't like it. This is going to be pretty exciting. I think it's fun to do it, the three of us, because who knows? I have no idea what I'm going to feel. But it's
doing it with us, so that'll be interesting too.
So we will have a male perspective. It won't just be females, but it should be interesting. I'm curious to see how well I do on this versus straight on water or dry fasting.
Yeah. And I do agree, above everything else, it's the convenience factor that could be amazing. So if you're not familiar with Walter Longo's studies, he used this food. This is the exact food that he used for 5 days, once a month, for 3 months in a row. He used it with type 1 and type 2 diabetics. And he found that after 3 months, he could actually see the pancreatic cells regrow. So in my head, I'm like, if this was easy and we all did it once a month for, what's the potential effect on the body is huge.
Mm-hmm.
So, but is it worth it is really the question I'm asking myself. The pre-programmed food, is it worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really great experience. And like we said in the beginning, for those that had never done fasting before, it's going to be a great entry into that world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just for the busy person where they don't want to have to think and figure it out, it's right there for us. So like I said, I'm the type of person, I'm either going to love it or I'm going to hate it. There's not going to be an in-between with me.
Yeah. What? So let's end with this. So what do you think? Are you going to love it or are you going to hate it? Because I think I may not like it.
I'd rather water fast than partial fast too. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like it.
I'm worried I'm not going to like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cooking for my kids. Real food. Not eating the minestrone from the package.
Oh, stay strong, girl. Stay strong.
What everyone needs to know too, it is gluten-free, soy-free. I double check that because I was like, look, if there's gluten in this, I'm out. Like, I ain't doing it. And so it's free of all that for anybody that wants to know. So
yeah,
it's the only reason.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So tomorrow morning I will get up and do my my glucose and ketones. I know you're waiting for your strips, Dr. Sonia, but you'll see us in the group posting and sharing our experience, and join us, and you'll get to see at the end of the week if this is something we recommend you to do, or if we say abort, no, don't do it. Then we'll give you some other, we've come up with some pretty cool ways to do fast mimicking in my resetter group. So we'll see. Let's see how it all pans out, but it's going to be fun to do together.
Wish us luck.
Yeah.
And if you're new to Women in Wellness, go find our podcast. It's on iTunes, and we just dropped a really awesome episode last week with Dr. Zach Bush on the microbiome. Amazing. We've had incredible feedback on the microbiome on that discussion. So download that episode. Go to iTunes, download it. You will not ever look at the microbiome the same. He will blow your mind, and you won't want to kiss your dog. You'll be worried about kissing your spouse, and
it's going to rock your world.
It's going to rock your world. Yeah. It's pretty eye-opening. So go check that episode out while you watch us do fast mimicking for the week. So. Okay, ladies, to be continued, and we'll see everybody in the group. If you want in the group, just put Women in Wellness, and we'll send you a link. So have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.